Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll set up a throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line. Tackles.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. David Onyemata able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Big baby, all day. Don't throw this way.
Let's go. 30 base.
45. Heavy on the edges.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Running, it's Drake. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And his first carry, he loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now, the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Drake. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Got it.
56 to Mike. 56.
80 weapon.
On second down, it's Drake, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Gets this to his standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he hits Drake. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
On the ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the run.
2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. This quarterback now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On first down, Drake. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
X3, 218, jump.
Back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
61, match box, white. Hey, echo. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Room to run inside the 40. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
On first down, Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
8-3-6-6, pull it pass. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is now 21-14.
The Saints take over. Let's go. Do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Drake. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You draw Corcoran. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right, and he hits Drake. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. On 2nd down now. It's Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Letting one go deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively? Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Airing this one out for Evans. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Flush to his right. thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will push the lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58.
He'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it. Forcing 3 turnovers.